welcome everyone here to the Smash Sports Show right here on Smash FM. Of course, here on a Thursday morning. Because let's head up to our friends over in the US, because we're heading to W&M women's basketball team. Of course, they start their conference play already, and of course, we've got three very special guest joiners right now that tell us a bit about the season up to this point. Thanks all three for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
We'll get to all three to introduce yourselves and tell us, obviously, what position all three play on the court.
I'm Beck Frizzy-Smith. I'm a senior, and I'm a small forward and shooting guard.
I'm Bella. I'm a junior, and I'm a shooting guard, point guard.
And I'm Lonnie. I am a senior and a shooting guard.
Tell us a bit about last weekend, just gone, obviously. Hoping to bounce back this week, but tell us a bit about the two games that you played last week.
Yeah, so last week, the last game we played was against Virginia Tech. We went up to Blacksburg to play them. They were the top 4 teams last year out of the entire US, so it was a very hard game, but we had nothing to lose coming into the game. So I think the first half, we came out swinging, we played as hard as we could, and we played well together. So.
What are they now, like 15?
Who? Virginia Tech?
Yeah,
they're like ranked 15th in the country.
Beck, obviously they have an Aussie on that team, Georgia Amor. I guess I have to ask you, obviously, did both of you get a chance to have a chat after the game? And, is there, and especially having an Aussie on the other side of the court?
Yeah, we kind of talked a little bit before. We're both captains, so we got to, before the game we saw each other, but afterwards I think we were just in a rush to get back home, so there wasn't really any convos. But yeah, it was really cool to see her and play against her. We've heard so much about her. So
what can you learn from that game against Virginia Tech? After obviously the game before that you smashed Longwood by about the same margin. What can you take out of the Virginia Tech game?
We learned in the Virginia Tech game just to keep playing together, playing till the end, just keep fighting. No matter what happens, even if it's a long deficit, a big deficit, you just have to keep attacking and keep pushing. Can't give up, So
yeah, going off of that, I was sadly injured for that game, but I got to watch the entire game. The atmosphere was crazy to be in, and I feel like with our team, when we play the best basketballs, when we share the ball, and I feel like we were scoring a lot against VT, who's a top team. We're the underdogs, and we were scoring against them. I feel like that really came from us showing the ball and being positive with each other and celebrating everything. So I think that's a big thing that we learned, is that we move the ball, good things happen.
Yeah, and one more thing that we can learn from them is, their shooting percentage wasn't very good in the first half, but they kept shooting, and that's what got them the lead in the end. So just, that resilience to keep going, and, the confidence in your shot to be able to pull it out in the end.
You mentioned that you sat out that game. Was it because you were injured? And if so, when are you expected to come back?
Yeah, I was injured. I actually had my first full practice back today. So I should be good to go for the rest of the season. But I've been out for the last 3 weeks, but first practice back, so should be good for the rest of the season.
Is it? I'm assuming you did full practice that earlier today.
Yes.
How good is it to be back on court after 3 weeks?
Oh, it feels great, because the last week I was just running on the sideline because I couldn't do any contact. So it feels really fun to get back and playing with the team. Shooting again, it's gonna take me a second to get my feet under me, get my shot back. I just remember to stay out of my head. It's my first day back. But yeah, it's great because I don't like running on the side. I like playing, so it was fun.
Now let's talk a bit about the 2 games you got this coming week. Obviously, you're heading up to New York and Jersey. How's the preparations been like?
I think it's been really good. We haven't played basketball in a couple of weeks, so we're very, very ready to go and beat Monmouth and Hofstra. We did a lot of prep on their defense and their offenses, leading up to, I think we're leaving tomorrow morning. So I think we're all very prepared and very ready to play a game against someone else other than ourselves. So
yeah, I think we just want to start off strong, start conference strong, and just keep going and keep pushing. We had a kind of a rough non-conference, so we start off good in conference. That will help us for the rest of the time.
Tell us a bit about your coaches.
I mean, our coaching staff, This is their second year now, and we really love them. Like, they're very much personable coaches, want to get to know you and how to coach you. But they push us like a lot. Like, they want to win as much as we do, and we can see that like every day they're coming in trying to do new things, pushing us further. We had the meeting that we had yesterday. That's why we had to reschedule. That was like a team meeting to get us better. So yeah, they're very invested and very willing to win, which, they instill in us, and we all really want to win. So
Yeah, they're great. I think all of us love this staff. They're also young, truly helps. And I feel like most of them have been in our shoes not too long ago. So I feel like it helps them properly push us, and they know what to do to make us better. But like Beck said, very open communication with them. We know that they're pushing us out of love, and we've built a relationship with that. So I think they're great. Like, I trust everything they say.
Yeah, they ride with us all the time, so that's a big plus. No matter what, they riding with us.
I believe you, obviously there's 2 of you that are in your senior year at the moment. Obviously with the COVID year 4 years ago, either you stay in there for another year.
yeah, I'm hoping to stay here for another year. I want to use as much as my eligibility as possible to play as much as possible. So
I also have a 5th year. I will not be using it. I think this year will be my last year. I kind of want to, my end goal in my life is for a PhD in psychology. So I think I want to get into my next chapter of that. But Beck is staying, so yay.
Let's talk about all 3 of your basketball journeys. Where did it all start, and why did you choose it?
yeah, I started playing basketball when I was 4 years old. I went to my sister's practices, watching her just dribbling the ball on the sideline. Throughout high school, I was playing. And then getting to the college level, I think my love for basketball has just grown even more. I don't think there's any other sport for me. I think basketball is it. So
For me, I started when I was like 6 or 7, and I would just play like town basketball. Everybody in the town, like, just all together and just start hooping. And then I actually wanted to quit when I was little, but my mom was like, no, you can't quit. You have to start what you finish. So you're going to finish it. And then, yeah, I just continued playing all throughout college.
Nice. And then for me, I come from a large basketball family, so I was bound to have a ball in my hands at some point. So I grew up watching basketball all the time, playing when I was younger. I think I really committed to it in like middle school. But my dad played, my mom played, my sister plays, my younger brother also plays. So yeah, that's where it kind of all started. But I grew up watching it and playing it. So, and now I'm here.
Now, Bella, I need to ask you this. Obviously, you transferred from Manhattan to WNM. Why did you wanted to play for William and Mary?
I just wanted to get a new opportunity to see what's out there. Changing spots, change is hard. And once you change, it can be good or bad for you. And I think this new opportunity was good for me. I really fell in love with the coaching staff and the area that's here in the school. So that really helped me just make my decision to come here.
Beck, you're from the beautiful city of Adelaide, back home. Have you had any other Aussies on your team throughout your 4 years over there?
No, I haven't had any Aussies at William and Mary. I think I'm actually the only international. But there is another girl in our conference who we play on, Drexel, Chloe Hodges. So every time we play them, I get to see her, which is pretty cool. But yeah.
For you, how difficult has this last 4 years, and I'm sure now you've got used to it, but how difficult was it initially to be the only Aussie on the team, or let alone the only international the last couple of seasons?
Yeah, I would say like the first 2 years were rough. Missing home, going through like time changes, we don't have very much time for holidays to go home. But, I think I really leaned on the girls around me. They got me through it. And now like I love it here. My teammates like make fun of my accent like all the time, but
It's made me hurt.
yeah.
It's hurt. It's hurt. It's not me. It's hurt.
Put me down. I literally just got here.
It's
Bro.
really
I literally
jealous.
just got here.
Honestly, like sometimes I forget that I'm international because like I love the girls and I fit in, but then they'll remind me or I'll say a word differently. I'm like, oh yeah, I do speak differently. But it's all from love, so it makes it even better.
We'll get to the accent later too, so thank you for bringing that up. Now, you mentioned that obviously you've got another Aussie in your conference in Chloe Hodges, obviously from the same city in Adelaide. How good has that been to play against? And have you actually played directly against her in college?
Yeah, we have. I think last year we also played a similar position as well, so I was guarding her for a little bit. But no, it's really cool to see her. Like whenever we play against her and we get to catch up, it's nice hearing like another Aussie accent again. No, I think it's really cool. And Drexel's doing well. She's playing well. So yeah, it's good.
Have you played against her back home?
Yes, yeah. She played for West Adelaide. I played for Forest Eagles. So we grew up playing against each other. We're also in a couple of state teams together. So yeah, we know each other.
All three, you mentioned right at the start what position all three play on the court. If you had a dream position where you love to convince your coaches to put you, and if you haven't done so already, what position where would that be?
I don't know. I like my position. Mine kind of like changes, but I like the versatility of it. But yeah, definitely shooting guard. I love the corner three. So anytime I can get there, I'm gonna take it. So yeah.
The other two?
I also think shooting guard. I was point guard for a bit in a while. It wasn't for me. I like shooting guard. And then for the center position, it's great, but I'm not as physical as them. So I feel like I get a little beat up down there. So I like to stay the shooting guard position.
Same. I like shooting guard. I like to take shots.
Maybe if we were like 6'7",
Yeah,
be a
maybe
different
for-
answer.
I built up a little bit. Mhm.
Yeah.
After us, obviously, the other two next to you, Beck. You might as well tell us, where's your hometown, and have you taken Beck to your hometown?
My hometown, I'm from Boston. No, I have not taken Beck.
I think who's in Boston? Northeastern?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we traveled there to play a game, but not really to like sightsee or anything.
And then I'm from Jacksonville, Florida, and I have not taken Beck there, but I used to live in Georgia 2 years ago, and I have taken Beck back to Swanee, Georgia. So she's been there.
So, Beck, I had to ask you then, what was it like down in Georgia?
It was really cool. It was like the summertime. We were just doing like our own workouts. Lani has a dog, Kodak, he's so cute. So we just take him for walks every day, do our workouts. Yeah, it was really cool.
After college, I know obviously you're still focusing on this year, but after you finish your college journey, any future ambitions in the sport of basketball for the three of you?
After using my 5th year, I'd love to go and play in Europe somewhere. I want to keep traveling and playing basketball as long as possible. So whichever country or whichever team will take me, I'm gonna go. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm with Beck. I want to go pro. So whatever team, whatever country, hit my line.
And then I'm different than those two. This will be my last year playing basketball. It will be really sad moving on, but my last year with this sport, and like I said earlier, PhD in clinical psychology is my end goal. So I'll be focusing on that after this year.
All right, for the other two, have Beck convinced either of you to join her down in Adelaide?
Like she does. She shows me pictures. And I'm like, oh yeah. And then I think about the bugs. And then I take a step back. But I think I could get over it. Oh, and the flight. The flight.
And the time change.
But Becca's done it. So I'm like, okay, I can do it. So
But it's a time change though.
Yeah.
Isn't it like a whole day?
Yeah.
The time change is gonna be crazy.
Thursday, 6 a.m.
Let's do it. Yeah.
So, yeah, she has tried to convince us, and she has done a good job. But the bugs in the flight are like a little much.
Lani's definitely coming.
Yeah, but I will go. I will end up going at some point.
Yeah, Bella is gonna take a couple more years to convince, but maybe eventually.
So, Beck, obviously you haven't convinced them about our bugs then, I'm assuming.
I haven't told them about it. That's what they've had on their own.
Yeah,
so.
I think I might be getting some fake news.
Yeah, they see videos and they've been exaggerated, like spiders everywhere. Like, no, it's not the case.
Well, actually, she did lie. She told us that kangaroos were walking around beating people up.
Oh my god, she did say that.
Oh, that's on her. Right. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
It's false,
and the
so
drop
it's
bears.
okay.
That's fake,
Yeah,
right? The
okay,
drop
well-
bear thing.
Listen, I gotta have a little bit of fun.
What does the sport of basketball mean to all three, and especially playing for William and Mary?
I mean, it's brought me to the other side of the world. I love basketball, and William and Mary is such a good academic school as well. So, being able to play basketball as well as study, get a good education, it's everything. So.
Yeah, basketball means the world. It's crazy how like one day of basketball, good or bad, can really impact you for like the rest of that day. Say you had a bad practice, you're down bad for the rest of the day. Say you had a good practice, oh, everything's great. So
Like today.
yeah, like today we had a good practice. Now everybody's up on their toes and everything. So I think for most of us, we love it.
Yeah. I like agree with them. Playing basketball has given me the opportunity to attend such a prestigious school on scholarship. Like this is a great academic school, and that's a very high value for me. But also it's given me a lot of friendships and relationships. Like I love all my teammates. Those are like really my friends at school. I don't know anyone else. It's my team. So it's really opened me up to a lot of friendships, but also be able to get such a great education from the past 4 years, which I'm grateful for.
What would be your advice to the Aussies back home that should follow this amazing team through the conference play?
I'd just say stay consistent. If you love basketball, you're going to do as much as you can. So just stay consistent with it. Watch basketball, just live, breathe it. Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, you got this. Keep going. Through all the hard, keep going.
Yeah. Like Beck said, watch basketball, men's, women's, college, NBA, WNBA, watch it all and like take it all in and just apply that to your game and like you help be good.
Yeah, William and Mary, we're good. Like we're gonna win this conference championship. We had a meeting yesterday. Everyone's on the same board. That's our goal. That's what we're gonna do. So we're going all the way.
And we're fun. Tune
Yes,
in.
sir.
Like we're fun. We're fun to watch.
Yeah.
On the bench, on the court, we hype.
Yeah.
So
we got bench celebrations.
Yeah.
We got everything. So.
You don't want to miss it. You don't want to miss it.
We'll finish off with a couple lighthearted questions, which is who had the most embarrassing moment on the court this season, and what was it?
I don't know. I'm pretty
Yeah.
for you. So
I don't know if this is embarrassing, but we work in practice on jump stopping and finishing off 2 feet. And one of our teammates, Anahi, loves the jump stop. And she drove to the basket and jump stop like 5 feet off the ground. She levitated and then jump stop really, really hard. And she made like the best move ever. But she jumped stop hard. And it wasn't really embarrassing. It was just really funny. Yeah.
You can get high. So yeah.
Who's the comedian, the best singer, and internet TikTok/BeReal?
Bella got that TikTok.
Bella has
account.
TikTok. Bella has TikTok.
Lonnie got that
Drop
TikTok.
the username, Bella. Drop
Lonnie got that TikTok.
No, they're both really good at dancing. I don't have any rhythm to save myself. But we do karaoke as a team, and
Oh yeah,
for sure.
karaoke's fun.
Yeah, Kate Carson's pretty good at karaoke. She
Yeah.
really get into it.
Mhm.
So, Nyla, amazing singer.
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
she's
She
actually
sings.
a good
sings.
singer.
She sings
Yeah.
at her church choir.
Yeah,
So she's good.
so, like,
Mhm.
she's
Yeah.
no one can top that. I'd say Lonnie Brown.
For sure, Lonnie.
I wasn't gonna say it, but y'all said it. Also, our
There you
teammate Alexa is
Yeah.
really, really funny.
Yeah,
Serious.
You can laugh with Lex. What you mean?
Okay.
her and Kate.
They're
Yeah.
funny. Yeah, I think our whole team is really funny in different ways. We
Yeah.
have we all have very different humor, which clashes sometimes, but it's like really funny.
So going back to the TikTok BeReal for both of you on either side of Beck, have you convinced Beck to join you in any of these TikTok things? Even though, as she mentioned, she doesn't have any rhythm.
Every single time I try, hop in the TikTok Beck, she's like, no, I have no rhythm. Like I get like max 10 views. And she's like, I have no rhythm. I'm like, no one's gonna see it.
I've tried a couple.
Yeah, okay. She has done a couple of them, but it takes a lot of convincing
Yeah.
for her.
I'll stick to basketball. I'll stick to sports and running. That's me.
Do either of you have a pre-game superstition or ritual?
For me, my home games, like I do my hair a certain way. And then also like there's one time when we come out of timeout and I shoot like 5 like threes. That has to be with the same ball every time. So I'm like yelling at my teammates, make sure you get me the same ball. But yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah, I don't really have a ritual. When I get tape, our trainer, he just puts the stats on the bottom of my foot, and then we'll see what we get. That's about it. But
and then for me, I'm number 4, so I always eat 4 Nerds gummy clusters before going up. If I'm shooting bad, I come back down and eat 4 more. And then hopefully I shoot better. And also on game days, I usually try to only listen to rock music or like old music. So those are my 2.
Bella, I need to ask you this. Mention about the stats thing. So did you hit the stats mark on the weekend just gone?
You know, I forgot what he put down, but I think I did. I forgot what he put down, but I think I did.
I'm going back to the Aussie accent. I'm glad this was mentioned a couple of questions ago. So how's that traveling, Beck?
I don't think there's a single person on my team who hasn't made fun of me for it. So yeah, it's great.
And
Yeah.
okay, any of them are good at their Aussie accent or getting close to it?
I don't know, a couple people, they have like good, like just like saying one word. But if they try to string like a whole sentence together, it goes very British very quickly. So they try, but
Now, obviously, compared to Chloe, you haven't lost your Aussie accent. So how's your American accent going?
yeah, it's not good.
Oh.
Like I can try to do like a bit of Southern or like sometimes like New York, but it's like little phrases. Like I don't think I could like full on like switch it and speak like that. So
What's any pump up song for the team?
Ski.
No.
Ski. Sexy Red.
oh gosh.
Only half our team likes that song,
Ski.
and they play it.
Ski is a song by Sexy Red.
They try to make some mash up, mix up, like
Yeah.
you guys see
Yeah,
it
you do.
yourself. So yeah.
Now, on your media day, which I'm sure you had before the season started, any silly or crazy photos that that you did?
We did like a pyramid one.
Yeah.
But were we lying on each other? No, we were like
We were on all fours,
On all
so it was like really
fours.
impressive.
And then I don't know, a couple of our teammates brought in like weights and like
Yeah.
protein shakes as well.
Yeah, me and Lex did that one.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
that was a good one.
We had like protein shakes in one hand and then like the weightlifting one, like a dumbbell in the other hand, and we just started flexing.
Yeah, I think one of our freshmen, she took a picture of her dunking on our head coach. That was pretty funny.
Okay, so I mentioned about the pyramid a moment ago. Most of the time, pyramids can be disasters. So how did that go?
It actually went flawlessly.
Yeah.
It was actually surprisingly really good. The picture, we don't have it still.
Yeah,
I don't know where the picture
we can't
is.
find where the picture is,
I don't know
but
the
like
pictures.
you know, I don't know how we did it so well. Was it? Monet?
Yeah. Well, we had Monet, our point guard. How tall is Monet? 5.
Like 5'2".
5. She's not okay. You thought that's true. Like 5.
5'3".
Oh,
She's short. She's short and light. We had her
Yeah,
climb
she
the
like
top.
climbed up really quick. in the
Yeah,
photo,
so like that was
so-
like excellent execution because she's
Yeah.
smaller, so she's climbed top. It was it
Have that-
3-2-1 or 4-3-2-1?
I think it was 3, 2, 1.
3-2-1.
Yeah,
I think it
just
was
have that
too.
communication teamwork.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. So where were all three in this pyramid?
I think I was one of the bottom ones.
Were you in the
Oh.
I was not.
No.
I was taking. I think the other pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beck was on the bottom. I was in the second row, and Monet climbed to the top.
Yeah.
Did it hurt?
Yeah, my
Yeah, that was
knees,
a knife where from.
my knees in the hard floor, like yeah, but it was worth the pain. So you gotta pain is beauty for the whole team.
Beauty fade.
Oh,
yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, we know what you mean. Finish with this last two. Describe your team as many words as you like.
Chaotic.
Chaotic.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Funny.
Intense.
Intense.
Yeah, I don't know. I think we all really want to win, and so we're doing the best that we can.
Yeah, we have a bunch of different characters on our team, so
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah.
I
think
think yeah,
Funny and
Funny.
intense and chaotic.
yeah,
That's
funny, intense,
really
chaotic.
important.
And we'll finish with this last one, which I always ask all my guests, which is what have all three learnt from each other on and off the court?
I think from Bella, I've learned like celebrating threes and like getting like really hype after making like game plays.
Yeah.
We feed off each other's energy. So
Every time Beck makes a three, we just look at each other and just start screaming.
yeah, and then I think from Lani, she's just a hilarious individual. So I love being around her. Yeah.
I think from Beck, like you said, Beck is so every three. What? Like she's
Yeah.
every single three. She is
fist pumping.
she's like so I definitely learned from Beck, be energetic, celebrate everything, and makes the game more fun. And then from Bella, Bella is one of our best scorers on the team, and I've learned from her just to keep shooting, keep attacking, and like they will fall and just like be consistent in like the work that you do. So
Yeah. From Beck, I've learned to have energy all the time, no matter if things are going good or if things are going bad, just to stay positive and have energy. That's for sure. And from Lonnie, I've learned to, she cares. Lonnie cares, and I think that's a great quality to have. So just care for everybody and do what you got to do and put others before you, and don't be selfish in that aspect.
All three, thank you so much for giving up some of your time. The day before, obviously, you leave to go up north to New York and Jersey. Best of luck. Obviously, your first conference play starts this week, and let's say you can return back to Virginia with 2 wins from the Big Apple.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
thank you so much for having us.
Yeah,
Thank
thanks
you.
for getting up at 6 a.m.
That's all good. And of course, if you want to follow the amazing William Mary team, of course, especially watching these 3 amazing players in action, of course, we'll put all the details of their schedule. Of course, it starts this week up in New York and Jersey. There's more on the Smash Sports Show right after this. Don't go away. Here on the 10th year celebration.